When Marcus Hale walked into the downtown courthouse, the energy shifted, though few noticed it at first. Clad in a perfectly tailored gray suit, briefcase in hand and posture straight as a spine, Marcus didn't exude nervousness or uncertainty. He walked like a man who knew the law because he had lived in it, studied it, and, despite the walls it sometimes built, mastered it. It was his first time representing himself in court, not because he couldn't afford a lawyer, he'd had plenty of offers, but because this case, a false accusation of theft and assault by a business owner with political ties, had become personal. Too many headlines, too many assumptions, too many dismissals of his credibility. He wanted to look 12 strangers in the eyes and let them hear his story, his facts, his truth, unfiltered. Opposing him was Assistant District Attorney Neil Carrington, known for sarcasm in the courtroom and an ironclad win record. When he saw Marcus at the defense table, he leaned toward a colleague and smirked. "This'll be quick," Carrington whispered. "Self-rep? Man's just asking to lose." Carrington didn't realize Marcus had heard. He had. The trial began. The prosecution called 3 witnesses. Their testimony was riddled with inconsistencies. Timelines didn't match. Security footage submitted by Carrington was mysteriously corrupted, and the police report, Marcus pointed out, had been amended after the arrest. When it was Marcus's turn, he stood and addressed the jury with a clarity and calm that silenced even the judge's usual fidgeting. He spoke plainly, without theatrics, guiding the jury through the surveillance footage he'd recovered, the geolocation data he'd subpoenaed, and the text message records he'd retrieved and printed himself. He dismantled each witness with polite surgical precision. When the store owner claimed Marcus had looked suspicious, Marcus calmly asked, "What about my behavior was suspicious?" The man replied, "You were wearing a hoodie." Marcus turned to the jury, "So are half of you." The silence was deafening. Carrington tried to rattle Marcus on cross, throwing out legal jargon and twisting Marcus's words, but Marcus never flinched. He smiled, nodded, and returned fire with court precedents, relevant statutes, and procedural knowledge that would make a second-year associate sweat. Finally, it came time for closing arguments. Carrington went first, trying to paint Marcus as clever but misleading. "Don't let his confidence fool you," he warned the jury. "Confidence doesn't equal innocence." Then Marcus rose. "I'm not asking for sympathy," he began. "I'm asking for fairness. I'm asking you to believe the evidence, not the assumptions made about people who look like me, dress like me, or speak like me. The truth has been in front of you all along, and the truth should matter more than anyone's ego, mine included." The jury deliberated for 42 minutes. When they returned, the verdict was unanimous. "Not guilty." Marcus didn't smile right away. He simply nodded and thanked the court. As he walked out, reporters clustered at the courthouse steps. One asked, "What would you say to the prosecutor who laughed at you for representing yourself?" Marcus paused, turned slightly, and said, "Laughing is easy. Learning takes humility." Then he walked away, not just a free man, but a man who reminded a courtroom that justice doesn't wear a particular face, voice, or color,